Imagine the fusion of the high-octane action of Michael Bay, the high-octane, intense, Fast and Furious, and the really suspenseful action sequences of Mission Impossible. That's the essence of Bad Boys Ride or Die. But is it a winning formula? Let's talk about it. When the police captain gets linked to drug cartels, wisecracking Miami cops Mike Lowrey and Marcus Burnett embark on a dangerous mission to clear his name while battling their own demons. Bad Boys Ride or Die is the 4th installment in the Bad Boys series, and honestly, it really should have been called Bad Boys for Life. I don't know how they fumbled the bag with these titles, because Ride or Die really fits the third one better than it fits this one. But I digress. I really love the first 2 Bad Boys, number 2 being my favorite one. I thought the third one was good, but not as good as the first 2. But I think that this movie takes all the stuff that was improved in terms of the way it looks and the action sequences and all the colorfulness that they are updating the films with, and double down on them while working out the kinks that I had with that third film. The directing duo Adil Bilall takes direct inspiration from Michael Bay's led films. Make this film as colorful as a Miami club, as loud as a crackhead in the corner screaming in the morning, bunch of nonsense. And while they're taking inspiration, it's not copy and paste. They bring a lot of youthful fun to the film and the way they direct it. A lot of sweeping drone shots, POV, some action sex pieces that you can tell that they really designed on their own, while taking the basis of what Michael Bay did and taking the essence of that and turning your own spin on it. And the marketing started teasing a POV shot inside of the trailer, and then they later showed Will Smith with like a whole dolly thing doing it. And while it looks cool in the behind the scene, by golly, it is awesome in the movie. Is well worth the wait if you have been seeing all these different behind the scene things. And I think they did a really great job with that, and I've honestly never seen anything like that before. Some of these set pieces wow me. Some of the best you'll see all year. 1000% worth it seeing on the big screen. While I'll say that this movie is getting very close to Fast and Furious levels, more like 5, 6, and 7 craziness, it never gets to 8, 9, and 10 where they just go absolutely bonkers, because I think there's a little bit of sophistication to how the action pieces are put together, with little sprinkles of Mission Impossible in there that really made the movie thrilling. And there's some stuff in there, one particular action set piece that will make long-time Bad Boys fans really giddy, and it's the first time all year since I've been going to movies every week that people clapped and cheered in the theater multiple times. And it's not because this movie is action-packed, is intense, has some high stakes, but because the movie is actually funny throughout. And that primarily hinges on our veteran leads, the buddy cop duo of Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, who are as good as ever. Martin Lawrence takes most of the comedic weight lifting here, a lot of the burden of making a lot of the jokes work, and he does not disappoint. His Marcus Bennett character has gone through something life-changing in this film, which causing him to have kind of a character growth and character change just a tiny bit. He's still the Marcus we know and love, but a lot of the fears that he's had for the first 3 films kind of go away, and he starts doing things that create really funny moments because he's trying to catch a high basically, and he's approaching things kind of like how Mike Lowrey would, which creates a really great dynamic with Mike Lowrey, who's now very different.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
Replace wife with Chief Howard. That's the type of energies Will Smith, Mike Lowrey is on throughout this whole film as he tries to prove his innocence. After the slap, a lot of people wondered if Will Smith would bounce back from that situation, but by golly, I say that he damn sure did. Will Smith is a movie star. He's one of the best to ever do it, and he's so charismatic. He's so great in this movie. I completely forgot he did any of that stuff with the slap or stuff with Jada. I just saw how talented he was and how fun he is in this movie, carrying the action, carrying the comedic parts that he has to do, and the emotional core that he has here. He's battling demons while trying to balance his old life and his new life, and that character progression throughout the film was really interesting. Unfortunately, not everything is sunshine, rainbows, and booty, because there's a lot of booty in this movie. You know, it's a Michael Bay produced film. You know he's gonna have to have some strippers. He's gonna have some people on the beach. He's gonna have the scantily clad women. But unfortunately, not everything works in this film 100%. I think that a lot of the plot is very predictable. If you've seen a ton of different type of action films, you have seen the plot here. And I think that while it's predictable and some of the twists you can see coming because of casting, I think because of the charismatic cast here, because it's just not Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, the rest of the cast is charismatic and fun as well, you can overlook some of those things. And then some, you know, a lot of the gags and jokes work for most of the film. You either giggle or you burst out laughing. There are two particular gags that keep happening in this film, specifically with Martin Lawrence, that I think proves the theory of law of diminishing returns. It's just keep going to the well and it becomes less funny. While some aspects are dumb and predictable and some jokes don't land, I think overall this might be my second favorite Bad Boys film, because the film has like an emotional core that I actually cared about and I was invested in the actual plot and story and characters. The movie is intense because of the high stakes that the story creates. The characters are charismatic and fun and lovable, and you just kind of want to hang out with them the whole time. The movie is paced really well, so you're never sitting there feel like it was boring. I think the third one meandered a little bit in parts where I kind of was like, okay, let's go. This one was picking up and the story was more interesting, and the movie is just really fun to watch, and I think it's really fun to watch with a bunch of people. So I think it's definitely worth a trip to the cinema. With that said, I'm gonna give Bad Boys Ride or Die a B. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What would you rate Bad Boys Ride or Die? Is it one of your favorite films of the year? Is it your favorite action movie you saw this year? Or do you think this is a step down from 3? Let me know in the comments down below all your thoughts. Like the video if you like my review. Attack that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified of my reviews, reactions, live discussions, and much more. You can watch more of my content right now.